Well, this is gonna question some people. Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Danny here, and today welcome back to another unboxing once again. And today we are going to be unboxing what's inside here. And if you read the title of the video, you would know that it's the N3 iPad Air 11th inch. And you're probably questioning why I did that, since, as you know, I am an Android user. But even though I am an Android user, I'm not strictly against Apple most of the time. This is one of the only Apple products that I have been strictly, well, not strictly, but I am kind of known to defend. Kinda. But anyway, enough rambling on. Let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so yeah, I did get some other things with this. Of course, obviously I would. Alright. So, paper. Nice. So let's see. Well, it's actually not as much as I thought there would be. So here's the first. Okay, well, I'll show it on the webcam. So this is the first thing I got, and I got a good old keyboard case thing. Now, no, I didn't buy the $300 iPad Air Magic Keyboard, because obviously I wasn't going to spend $300 on that. I was originally going to spend $200 on the Logitech combo, but I just decided to cheap out because I didn't need that big, because I didn't need to spend so much money on a keyboard cover that I didn't know if I was going to like. So I spent about $80 on this, so hopefully it'll do very well. And of course, I bought a longer cable. I bought a 10-footer. That's mostly just because, you know, since this comes with like a, I think a 3-meter cable, which is about, I think it's about like a 3 or 4 foot cable, which, yeah, I need longer than that. And of course, I also went ahead and bought the Apple Pencil Pro as well. Now, this design, I've actually not seen this design yet, because usually it would be, I think it would usually be, do they all have unique designs? I have no clue, but yeah. Alright, and then here's the iPad itself. Not as heavy as I was expecting, but hey, here it is. That was upside down, but yeah. So for specs, again, I did get the 11-inch version. I got the 256 gig version because I don't need that much storage. So yeah. Okay, so this is probably about as angle I'm gonna get. So let's go ahead and turn it over and pull the pull tabs. Rest in peace, plastic. So let's go ahead. Well, I admit, that was actually kind of satisfying. Alright, there we go. And of course, I'll unbox the other stuff, probably in my off time, because I don't need to, because this is the main star of the show, so it doesn't matter, so let's go ahead. And I got the space gray color as well, because I really didn't know what color to get, so I just went with the basic one. This is also technically my first Apple experience, even though I have used some Apple products in the past. I used an iPhone 6 as like a secondary phone. And wow. Okay, first of all, pretty light, I'd say. I like the size of it, so move that aside, obviously. And of course, we got the documentation, obviously. And of course, here's our 20 watts brick, which is the only product that Apple gives us a charger with. They don't give us one with an iPhone for some fucking reason, because they want us to spend extra, even though, because I guess since it could do fast charging, they didn't want to give us the stupid 5-watt adapter, even though the last time they put the adapter in the box, they gave us like what, an 18-watt? Yeah, this is a 20 watts power brick. I think this iPad could do up to 30 watts or so, but yeah. And of course, here's our USB-C to C cable. Obviously, it's just normal USB-C, because unlike the iPad Pro, this tablet doesn't have the ability to use Thunderbolt. And honestly, I like the cable. I like that they braid their cables now ever since they moved to USB-C. And yeah, I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the documentation. I don't know what it's going to include, but I don't think it's going to include Apple stickers, because I think they got rid of those. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Okay, so iPad Air setup, basically just that, and then just that. Yeah, no Apple stickers. I don't know why Apple got rid of the Apple stickers. Like, you got rid of the charger in the box. You get rid of the charger in the box, and then when you get rid of the Apple sticker, like, I don't know why Apple got rid of the stickers. Like, how much do those Apple stickers cost? Like, seriously, they can't cost that much. But anyway, let's go ahead and unwrap it. Obviously, it's going to use paper because Apple is one of the first ones to use paper packaging instead of plastic. Oh. Honestly, I think the size is pretty good, because I mainly bought this tablet for art, so obviously I would need something that, you know, was gonna fit. So of course, let's look at the sides of this, if I could position it. Oh wait, there we go. So let's see, here we go. We got the power button that also doubles as the Touch ID, because this is one of the only products left that has Touch ID for some fucking reason, even though I don't know why the hell they got rid of Touch ID, because it's literally the best fingerprint sensor on, because it's probably one of the best fingerprint sensors you can get. And I don't know why they got rid of it with the Pro. So of course you got your front-firing speakers, well technically side speakers since it's meant to be in portrait, since the camera is in the portrait position. So yeah, you got that. Nothing on that side. Whereas here's the bottom of it, but the other speakers. Now this is just like, you know, stereo speakers. It doesn't have the surround speakers like the iPad Pro does, and of course obviously the USB-C port, and of course on the other side is the I think that's the magnetic connector for the Apple Pencil, and of course on the back, of course you got the camera, even though who's taking photos with a camera on their iPads, and of course you got the dock connector, which I don't know if you can see that because of the light glare. Okay, you can kind of see it, but yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Okay, Apple logo, obviously. So yeah, I can't believe this is going to be my first Apple product I actually ever use legitimately. Because aside from the iPhone that because aside from the iPhone 6 that I talked about, I just used that for like as a secondary device to just like play games on it and watch YouTube. But here we are. Here's the home screen. It's saying hello in a ton of different languages. Hola. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and swipe up. Alright, so now time to do the setup process. Okay, I'm a little bit back and okay, so here we go. So of course English. Okay, I don't know why it's making us scroll to the bottom for some fucking reason. Okay, USA. Let's see, appearance. Obviously, we're just gonna do the defaults. Quickly set up iPad. Well, I don't have a Apple device, so I can't really do that. So, okay, and wants me to connect to my network, so hold on 1 second. Alrighty, that should do it. There we go. It may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Of course it will. I know this is probably not running the latest iPad 26. Actually, I don't even think, is iPad 26 even out yet? I think the beta is, but I don't know if, I think the beta might be, but I don't think it's out officially yet. It'll probably update to, what is the latest release of iPad OS? I think iPad OS 18. So anyway, so continue. Age range, well, obviously adults. Touch ID. Sure, we'll do that right now. Alright, there we go. Add another fingerprint. Okay, so just rotate the iPad. And then we can add another one. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Hold on. Okay, and so, okay, also sorry about the stream quality or whatever. It's because I'm using my phone as a webcam as well, and I'm doing it wirelessly because it was not really that good of a decision. In the next unboxing, I really will not do that. Alright, there we go. Create an iPad passcode. You're not going to be allowed to see this, so hold on. Okay, transfer your apps and data. Well, I don't really have any. I can do it from Android, but I don't think I really necessarily need to, because I could just do it all that manually. So I'm just gonna not transfer everything. Okay, Apple account, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Hold on. Okay, now it wants me to do 2FA. It's gonna send to my number, so hold on. Alright, there we go. Now it's letting me sign in. I will agree. And of course, that's from the last time I used my Apple ID, because I did create a, what do they call them? Animojis? I think that's what they call them, from last time I remember. Because literally no one talks about these anymore for some reason. Even though I thought they were kind of cool. When they first came out, at least. Since you can use the camera to do expressions with it. Okay, sorry, I was adjusting the thing. So update to your iPad automatically. Continue. Location services. Fine. Let's see, Apple Pay. Well, I don't need to use Apple Pay. I use Google Pay. So set that up later. Screen time, set that up later. Settings, obviously. Analytics, I don't give a fuck. Okay, then we're gonna do dark mode, obviously. Let's see, Apple Intelligence. You want me to use AI? Fuck that. I might use it. We'll see, but I don't need. But I think I'm probably gonna set it up later, though. So I'll just leave that alone. I don't need to use AI right now. So let's see, Siri. Sure, I guess.
The colors of the sky. The colors of the colors of the colors of the sky. The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
That's a good Siri voice. Okay. Hey Siri, what's the weather? I don't know why I need to do that, because I use Google Assistant, and well, technically Google Gemini, but yeah. Improve Siri. whatever. And then welcome to iPad. Alrighty. Oh, it's already giving me top stories. So, alright, so here it is right here. So of course we got the calculator, which was the big major feature with the M4 iPad Pro. Because the iPad didn't have a fucking calculator until just now for some damn reason. Like, if you don't need it, like, who the I mean, sure, who uses a calculator? I mean, sure, yeah, who uses a fucking calculator on their iPad, but the iPhone's had one since day one. Why didn't Steve Jobs? Goes to Steve Jobs, can you tell me? I'm kidding. But anyway, so here's pretty much all we got right here. I'm gonna go into settings real quick. So let's finish. I don't need to use Apple. I don't need to use fucking Apple Pay. Okay, so of course we got Bluetooth. Let's see here. Obviously all that. Okay, then we got Apple Pencil, which I will set up later. Where is this? Okay, here's the software updates. So, okay, yeah, so wants me to updates to iPadOS 18.6.2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that later because that's pretty much the end of the unboxing. I don't think I need to do a review on this thing because obviously there's way more people who know this stuff more than I do. Yeah, that's gonna be the end for this unboxing, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, like, we appreciate it. And also, if you're subscribing, it's free, it's whatever. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye!